Rocket Fist! Wow! Wow!
Hello, viewers of the internet. Welcome back to another quick session of Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening Remake. Here with my friend Lyle once again.
Hello!
And we are finally going to challenge the 7th dungeon, second from last. Last time we got up to the dungeon, now we're going to fight the dungeon. And our little blue chicken friend is gone. So, luckily, I've been practicing this one for a while. This is the only one that can stump me on playthroughs. See, I knew it was there. So first thing you want to do is come this way and kill those two things so that a key drops and that flame stops shooting at you. You don't have to kill the anti-fairy, but oh wait, it doesn't stop shooting at you. I guess you got to kill the anti-fairy, but you don't have to get the key. Then we want to come up here. So the thing that's confusing about this dungeon is there's 4 floors. However, there's 3 floors and then there's the roof. But you can't get to the roof where the boss is unless you do something very specific on this floor. Actually, so first we're going to pick up this ball here. And the very specific thing we have to do requires that iron ball. So we'll open up this. And
put it in between and then you can jump over it?
No, we actually have to take it with us. So we have to open that, pick it up, and then quickly get... I don't know what happens. I don't know if you get crushed. Oh, we'll kill that. You can kill enemies with it, but I don't suggest throwing it down too crazy. We gotta hit that pillar. Okay, so we break a pillar. There we go. There are 4 pillars. Just like that one that There's 3 others just like that one that I smashed. So the idea is we have to break all 4 pillars. And once we do, that will give us access to the roof. However, there is a very, very, very specific order that you have to take in order to break all the pillars down. Also, if you fall through the holes in the floor, you won't die. You'll end up on the on the level below, which is actually almost worse than death because you have to try and figure out how to get back up. Because you have these blue and orange block switches too, so you need them set certain ways to get certain places. But if you fall down into the wrong place, you have to try and reset the whole thing, and it can be a pain in the butt. So we'll see.
So if you break a giant pillar in the wrong order, do you have to reset it?
One way you can there's a quick way to do it, and if you do it in the wrong order, it's not that like you have to reset all the pillars. You can break the pillars in different ways than what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But if you ever do get stuck with the iron ball, if you throw it down one of these holes, it will reset back to the room where we first picked it up. Yeah. So you'll never get soft locked, thankfully. So we come here, we flip this. Now there is a pillar right here, but we're actually not going to flip it right now. Whoops. Actually, we're going to go up here first. And we're going to do this puzzle here. Oh, tried to dodge him. Now that door will take us to the bottom floor, but we don't have to go there. Again, I'm not going to get all the treasure chests in this one. I'm just going to get a few of them along the way. Because, again, I don't bother with, Oh yeah, I forgot you have to do it this way. So you push that block. Sometimes I forget you can push that block, because some of the blocks you can't push, so we throw that over there, jump over, come over here, just out, we'll just ignore these guys. No!
Oh.
Okay. Well, at least we're not too bad then. I'll just go get it again. Luckily, we can get back to this room. We're not too far yet. It will be worse if we do this later on. But there we go. There's an example of how not to do it. I like to throw the iron ball, so it's kind of like on my way to... Yeah, there. That way I don't have to go too far, because these things do close fairly quick.
It just pushes it.
Now, I don't know what would happen if you didn't have the upgraded power bracelet. If you could, oops. Forgot. If you, luckily you can't throw that outside of the room. Like, if you can still pick up this ball even without the upgraded power bracelet, you need the upgraded power bracelet to get through the last dungeon, so, or through the previous dungeon we just did. So, obviously, there's no way of finding out unless you hack the game or something. Okay, I'm really nervous. There we go.
Yeah.
Because it will, like you seen last time, it will bounce off these blocks if you're not just right, which is crazy. But anyways, now that we've done that, we're going to get these guys. Remember, they're different colors or suites. Go in a specific order. So as you suits.
Yeah.
Sorry, I say sweets, which doesn't make any sense. But anyways, we've got a compass. So I think the only thing, doing it the way I'm doing it, I think the only thing you won't get is the beak. Hey, that guy looks familiar.
It's Kirby.
Yep.
What?
So anyways, there's a seashell up there if you want it, but you'd have to be a madman, so I'm not going to get it. There's also a chest here with something. I think this one's the beak, but I, again, don't care. Okay, so we're going to come down here for a second. We have to go up there, but we're going to come down here because we actually take this boss off guard. We get some free hits on him. This guy's annoying because, again, he picks you up. I think we fought him already,
Yeah.
that guy. He'll pick you up and he can actually throw you down one of the holes, which really sucks. So we get a key, which I don't think we need yet. Or, I think sometimes we can get away without using it. But, anyways, it's one of these rooms. Sit in the corner and hold your shield up for a minute. Oh yeah, and there's an anti-fairy in here too. Funny enough though, the anti-fairy cannot go over the holes in the floor. So once the tiles start lifting up, it kind of gets trapped. I've had it trapped with me though. And it's like, I don't know how to get out of here without getting hurt. Actually, I think it's going to happen. Let's get out of here. Okay, so there we go. And there's our second pillar.
Nope.
So now we're going to... That was close, but again, we do have a way to get back. So, we're going to come down here. Now, the only reason why I waited till now is because we actually have to come down here anyways. Because once we've got all of those three broken, then we come here and we throw this over here. We throw it away. Okay, now we fall down this hole. And we come here. Oh. Ouchie. We come back and we go back up to the second floor. And, oh, what do you know? A treasure chest. It's the mirror shield. That's your upgrade for the dungeon. Which is kind of just random and no significance put to it. They're just like, here you go. You don't need... We could have actually got this, like, within, like, a minute of the dungeon. But, for whatever reason, they don't seem to care. So, we are going to... Oh, yeah, we do have to... Actually, we don't have to flip that. So, if you did happen... If you didn't happen to get a key by now, you can just do this. And just walk off with it. Stop it. If you did get a key, you can just do this. And, jump off that way. So this is the way to the third floor, but there's no point going up yet because... Oh, because, we haven't broken all the things yet. Oh, that would have been good.
Nice. Oh, one straw.
So, the only reason we want to do that is for that chest. That chest only contains one bomb in it. The only reason we want that chest there is because it's going to help with gravel. So, luckily, we already killed the boss, so we don't have to worry about fighting him. Oh wait, actually, we don't even want to bring this here. I don't know why I'm bringing this here. What we want to do, okay, here's the trick. Oh, good. There we go. We want that over there. And now we want to come back up this way. Luckily, the door won't lock this time. Our second time coming through. And now down here, if you look very closely,
Ah, yeah.
the wall's cracked. Now, you can do a thing, too, in the original game. What is it? Oh, yeah. If you go like this, you can tap against the wall. See, we can't really hear because we got our sound turned down. See, these little sparks? Big sparks. It also makes a different noise. But, even in the original game, you could see the cracks in the wall, so it's not that much of a guessing game to know where to put a bomb. I think it was a mechanic from Link Between Worlds, where in that game, you actually couldn't tell the difference between a wall you could blow up and a wall you couldn't. So it was good to tap on walls. In that game, sometimes your biggest indicator was the map, because right, if there was rooms all around, it's like, well, obviously there must be something here in the middle. But anyways, the only reason we want that chest was to grapple over to it. So we pick up the bomb just for...
So it's just a regular bomb.
Yep, just one bomb. Okay, and there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And it comes crumbling down. So now we can get to the top of the tower. So if you did happen to get here and didn't break all the other pillars, you are kind of, well, I'll say stuck. You're not stuck, but like, I guess you could kind of throw the ball back, but there's no way for Link to get back because there's no grapple point. The only thing we do now is fall. I know you were there. Skill. Smash Brothers gave me good reaction time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we come back up here for the third time. And, okay, so we want the switch flipped. We can either flip it there, or if you do happen to jump here and you're like, oh crap, I need to flip that switch, because I'll just show you quickly. If you come up here, oh no, we're blocked off. Ah! We just, one shortcut is just to throw a bomb over there. Luckily, you can throw bombs over that wall. So you just do that, and here we go. So we're going to ignore all these guys. And we're going to go over here. I think there's only one treasure chest on this floor. And it's just a... it's one of those potion things that revives you when you die. But we already have one equipped.
Harry?
No, in this game, who was it? Oh, Crazy Tracy. She gives you that special ointment. Because in the original game, you couldn't capture fairies in bottles because there was no bottles.
Yeah.
So they came up with a different kind of revive system. But you can only have one at a time. So if we do open up the chest, it'll be like, oh, it's a ointment. But, you know, we can't carry this. So, like, just puts it back. In the later dungeons, they give you free ointments. Assuming, you know, that maybe you've died in the dungeon. So, this mini-boss, you want to stand here. The point of this mini-boss is to kill all his little minions. So just do this. There we go. Standing in the corner is better because you're farther away and it gives you more time before they all bum rush you. If you leave any of them alive, the round will kind of start over and they'll keep coming until you happen to get rid of the entire wave. So now this guy's, you lousy so-and-so, those creeps were some of my best friends. You'll pay, I'll never forget you. No, okay. And there's a portal, which seems kind of late into the dungeon, but... So this puzzle, just a basic block pushing puzzle. And there's a switch if you need it. Because I think you needed to get to that ointment, but to hit it. But we're not going to care. And we got the boss key. So now...
Is it a giant bird?
It might be.
Oh, Goomba's. Yoink.
Oh, nice. They're getting a piece of power right before the boss. So anyways, this is cool. This is interesting because the boss key doesn't just lead us right into the boss room. We actually have to... Again, if we go up, we can get to Crazy Tracy's ointment, but we're not going to. So here's this guy again. Bah, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to make you wish you were never born. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Hey, you get mad when I kill your friend, but when he does it, oh, that's okay. Evil Eagle. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I didn't think it would be... Like, the perspective is so different.
So you want to, speed rush that, but you gotta be careful, because if you run off the edge, you'll actually, land on some spikes and hurt yourself. I don't know why I'm not shooting that guy with arrows when he's flying by. So anyways, one thing you could do in the original game is use the hook shot on him, and the hook shot did like double damage, which was amazing. Doesn't do that in this game though. They took away a lot of the attack bonuses. You know, like the boomerang being super overpowered and the hook shot hurting this guy. I don't know why they made those changes. I guess you know, to add a little bit more challenge to the game, because you know, again with the red tunic. And then the hookshot doing double damage, you could absolutely break this guy.
You can't shoot arrows upwards?
Yeah, you can. I'm just not for some reason. Oh, there we go. My energy gone. I lost. But you will be lost too if the windfish wakes. Same as me, you are in his dream. So that's kind of the eerie implication that I love about this game that they start to throw at you. Because the nightmares don't want you to wake up the windfish, because obviously they'll stop existing. And then they try to play to your morality by being like, oh, well, everything will stop existing, even the people you've met along the way. But if you're still not bothered by that, they even give you the implication like, even you could disappear, because you're part of his dream. One, maybe you are just a hero he dreamed of. Maybe you were never real to begin with. Or two, maybe you've been part of his dream for way too long.
Whoa.
You know, so it is some pretty heavy implications, which is kind of cool for this just being like a simple game that was originally on Game Boy.
Well, I like that instrument.
The organ of the evenings... Was it the evening sun?
Evening calm?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So anyways, I think we beat that in like 15 minutes, so that was pretty cool. We'll get to the next dungeon though. That will take up a little bit more time. The music of the ocarina leads. That's a hint. So, our chicken friend's gone. I wonder where our chicken friend went. I will avenge you.
He must have gotten scared off from the giant eagle.
It would have been cool if he helped you fight the final boss. Or the boss of the dungeon. Not the final boss. So anyways.
You've explored the whole map.
Yep. The whole map is taken up. So, we're going to go to Dante's Shack. We're not actually going to play anything. Because I hate it. I hate it so much.
Can you race him?
No, you don't race them. You just build puzzles for arbitrary prizes. And sometimes the puzzles can take
nice double kill.
Nice. Sometimes the puzzles can take a very long time to build. And the prizes are, I just feel, are not worth it. It would have been cool if there was some online compatibility with it, but you literally, the only reason you're doing it is to for yourself, so that you can get some stuff. I think it, in a way, it's a bit of a prototype for some sort of Zelda dungeon maker. But
Because the guys who made the game basically sort of use the same system, right?
Not really. It's a little different than Mario Maker, where like as you play the game and you go through different dungeons, those the certain rooms of the dungeons will become available in the Dungeon Maker, and it's basically like a tile system, and you just like drag and click the different dungeon rooms to different tiles. So anyways, we go there. And I would love if somebody ever made like a 3D printed like toy model of the entire island that looked like this, like kind of like plastic. That would be amazing.
That'd be a good set piece. Yeah.
Somebody made, was it this one? I don't know if it was Link's Awakening. No, it wasn't Link's Awakening, although that would have been cool. Somebody made Clock Town in Animal Crossing.
Oh, nice.
Because, you know, it's not like a complete one-for-one kind of looking, but like you can. Oh, hey, what's she doing up here? She doesn't have a hook shot. Some monsters put me up here. What should I do? I'm afraid of heights. How did you even get there?
Don't look down.
So watch
She's
this.
the only person- Yeah.
I like the if the hook shot just went right through her, just skewered her.
She's got a dodge skill of 100.
I don't know how to say this, but is she gonna confess her love to us? Marin. I almost said Aaron. Huh? Taryn? Never mind. I gotta go. Thanks a lot, Taryn.
She's tearing us apart. Or he is.
I know they're trying to imply this love thing, but it's like, I'm pretty sure this version of Link is super in love with Zelda. It has no feelings for Marin. Hoot, that girl sang her song in front of the egg. Her Ballad of the Windfish is a song of awakening. Did she actually intend to wake the windfish? The next siren's instrument is in the west. Play your melody so that the unliving stones might hear. Show your courage, the windfish waits for your hoot. Or for you, hoot. I thought it said for your hoot. That would have been cool. But anyways, come over here. We've already been this way, but we'll do it again. One game that actually did not have Link falling in love with Zelda was Majora's Mask. He actually had a different love interest. And I forget what her name was because she was super forgettable and pretty emotionless. Like, it was an interesting concept to have him fall in love with someone else, which was cool, but she unfortunately had the personality of a paper bag. It was, and she also lost her memory for like half the game. Do you know the Ganondorf in Majora's in Twilight Princess? That's a game I said that was a different love interest. Did I say Majora's Mask? I meant Twilight Princess. Yeah. Twilight Princess. But anyways, do you know the one from Twilight Princess? The Ganondorf in that game is the one from the child timeline in Ocarina of Time. So Ocarina of Time essentially causes 3 branching paths. One where Link loses against Ganondorf. One where he wins and it's the adult timeline he left behind, and one where he wins, but it's the child timeline he goes back to at the beginning of the game.
Mm.
Wind Waker is based off of the adult timeline that Link left behind. Twilight Princess is based off of the child timeline. So essentially, the idea is that when Link goes back in time, he warns the King of Hyrule about Ganondorf, and the King arrests him and charges him for treason, and he gets banished to the Twilight Zone, basically. So now that we have the Mirror Shield, we can do that.
Nice.
And that is literally the only reason we'll ever use this thing. Well, except for, those spinning towers that shoot the lasers? I don't know if we've met any of them yet.
Sure.
We can deflect their lasers back at their faces now. So that's another thing it does. But as far as puzzle solving, there's nothing more we need it for. Oh, and there's our portal. He's like, what?
They have really bad peripheral vision.
Yeah. Almost feel bad for them. Almost.
Oh, it's that dragon.
So this was a puzzle that they actually, or I shouldn't say a puzzle, but a boss we're about to fight that they actually took from Link Between Worlds. Or no, not Link Between Worlds. Link to the Past. Link Between Worlds was a remake of Link to the Past. Well, sort of remake. A reimagining, we'll say. And the recommended version for sure. Link Between Worlds is a really good DS game. 3DS game. So anyway, so we play whatever the frog song is. We bring this thing back to life, which I don't know if is a good idea. And we get a little bit of a mini boss fight, which is cool. So he'll swing back and forth, and then... Oh yeah, he'll charge his head. But, yeah, we do want to be careful, because we want him to hit the wall, because now we can place a bomb and blow his face up.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't know if he was going to reach that. So that's one cool thing. You can't just cheese it and stand way up here because he won't hit the wall then.
Ooh.
There we go. And now that we have the rock... But now he's going to lift his head because his head is a lot lighter now. Oh. But we can't hit it. Well, I guess maybe if we jump. I should try that. If I don't kill him here. Oh. There we go. And now he's blowing up. But he blows up from the inner part of his neck to his head. So does that mean that his body is actually just his head? So anyways, we're in the last dungeon. So we're going to end that here for now. This part might be a little shorter than the rest, but that's okay. The next dungeon is going to be a doozy. We might have to do it in 2 parts. It's the biggest dungeon in the game by far. Actually, let's just walk in and show you. Let's see the map. I know we won't have the map, but you can tell by how small the room looks.
Oh,
This is all going to be dungeon.
Oh yeah.
So we're in for a doozy. That's okay. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good week, everyone.
See you later.